going to go to work now, but I just got myself a quarter pound with cheese. I'm gonna make sure that they have, fries, stuff like that, because I'm pretty sure they got my meal right, but, you never know. So I'm gonna stop right up here real quick, check my food, because if I leave and I don't have certain things, I'm gonna be angry myself for not checking first. Alright, chat, what y'all think? We got ourselves a quarter pounder with cheese. We're gonna check it, chat, we're gonna check it. Okay, it's not looking too bad. It's actually looking kind of delicious. I myself don't really like McDonald's all that much, but we're about to go to work and I need some sustenance. Alright. Ooh, freshly salted. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh. That has a lot of salt in that. Crisp Dr. Pepper. Yo, what's up, the birds? Hey, baby girl. I got a notification. That's what I'm talking about. We hit 1K. I know what my YouTube channel says. It's not what it actually is. I'm at 1.005. So I'm at 1,000.5. I know, that's what I'm talking about. We hit 1K, guys. What's up, April? Also, thank you for the like. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the likes, everybody. I really appreciate that. We stopped at McDonald's. I got y'all some food. What y'all think? I got you all a quarter pounder with cheese, chat. We're still at 1K, guys. Here comes the money. We still don't have the watch hours that we need to start making money on YouTube. But that's okay. We're not really doing it for the money. I like streaming, so we're not doing it for the cash. But we do get cash. We will eventually start getting cash from it. Also, thank you for the likes. I really appreciate that. Can I have McDonald's? Yeah, sure. You got McDonald's money? I'm kidding. Yeah, here, have the burger. Also, we got to drive to work from Hillsboro, and we're in West. Yo, chat is. I actually missed one of your streams where you were playing Minecraft. Sorry. Dude, don't be sorry, man. It's all right. I do remember you. Welcome back. No, it's not down. No, YouTube is the YouTube that you see. The number is actually wrong. It's still updating from the last time we had a stream, right? So it's still updating because that video hasn't uploaded, which means, well, at least the video that's there hasn't uploaded yet. So it hasn't said that. What's up, Seuss? What's up? Welcome. Hi, Dad. How are you? I'm all right. I'm still out getting the milk. It's all right. Damn. I hate when pets are sick. Yo, what's up, Braylon Lee? What's up? Do you want to get monetized? I do. Hopefully, I want to be able to make money off of this, so then I don't have to, so I can maybe potentially quit my job and do this full time. Because this is going to be more lucrative than what I do at home, than what I do for work right now. So, potentially, I want this to be monetized at some point. I don't want to piggyback off of you guys, obviously, but I feel like if I get YouTube monetized, then I can do better videos for y'all, is what I mean. I have a job, noob, bruh. Oh, it's Brayley. Yo, what's good, my boy Chris? What's up, my guy? What's up, I Love Foxes? Welcome back. We got a platypus. Ooh, that's cool. Aren't they, venomous? So much work for 5 months, and I'm still still far from being monetized. Yeah, I'm still really far. I'm getting there because of these live streams, because these count as, public watch hours as long as I post them as public. Shit, I need to post the other one as public, because that puts me at 500 public watch hours, which is close enough to 1,000. That's like a third of the way. Yo, what's up, Shaggy? Did you just call me Shaggy Rogers Weiss? Aren't you supposed to be training Beerus or something? Dad, why do I have vampire teeth? I bit a vampire, and now I have vampire teeth, but with that's it, that's all I got. Unfortunately, I got 2 vampire buck teeth, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, I didn't get any of the powers. I just got weird ass teeth. I don't think we can get a million. Unfortunately, I'm rapping now. Also, I apologize for shitty camera angles. Anyway, I'm gonna put you guys on. We're going through a shady part of the universe. We're gonna eat this burger. I get lost in the moments, going to war with my thoughts. And if you think that you're ready, I'm here to tell you you're not. The time is right now. No. This is delicious, chat. We had no. The YouTube subscribers you see is wrong. We're actually at 1K. We're good, chat. Fuck. We have to try to get 3,000 subs. Sorry, 3,000 watch time hours in a month. So far, we got 1 week. Right now, we're doing 1 week's worth. So we have to try and get 30 people to watch, generally every day for like an hour. Every single time. To try and get enough watch hours. Apologize for any, I'm trying to make better content. What y'all think if I post a FNAF theory video? Because it's gonna be about the Mimic, right? And I think Scott has been foreshadowing this for years. FNAF World. I'm talking FNAF World is when he was showing it off. In fact, I think FNAF World's timeline, sorry, not FNAF World, Sister Location, I think Sister Location's timeline is before the rest of the Freddy Fazbear's crew. I think they were in service long beforehand. And since we already know it's a sister location, we know that it was... Okay, so we know that at some point there was a circus, right? We know this from the Mimic trailer and how they said that there was a Freddy Fazbear circus that happened long before even Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria or even before Fredbear's Family Diner, right? We knew this beforehand. We know that there was a time beforehand where there was a circus that inspired everything. I think it wasn't inspired. Henry had anything to do with the circus. He joined after the circus. Like, he joined into it right after the circus. They were testing the waters of what they wanted during the circus when they made the Mimic. They then rebranded the Family Diner after something. Henry tried to kill... What if William tried to kill off the Mimic because he knew it knew too much? Hey, what y'all think? I think, personally, right? What if William killed them off, tried to burn it down to the ground because he knew about Remnant beforehand? I think he knew long before something happened, right? Kids were all happy, and then the Mimic caused an incident, right? Because William was psychotic already. He was already pretty psychotic. He was one-minded, right? He wanted to build robots, right? And at some point, something happened, right? So I think the circus was going on, and I think Baby was a part of it. The sister location was the circus initially, right? And it was a rebrand that went over there, right? But the circus was still going on at as Sister Location was going on, because they're all clowns, if you've noticed that, right? They added in certain characters directly after as the Sister Location, but initially they branded off into two different streams, right? You had the circus, which you still had all the parties, but they went to people's homes, right? And basically that circus turned into the Sister Location, right? That only William had. And that's whenever Baby was born after the Mimic. They tried to burn down the Mimic, and they tried to restart by having the Sister Location. where Emily died, right? And then something snapped in William's brain that caused him to then go out and murder more kids, right? Because now that was too close to home for Henry, right? Emily was Henry's kid, right? Chat, was Emily Henry's kid? I'm trying to bro, watch MatPat's theory 3 years before. No. I don't think it's a part of MatPat's theory. I think MatPat is on the right track because he's talking about how there was a, he's talking about how he knows about it, right? That there was some sort of thing, but then it led into Freddy's, and then so on. I think Sister Location was before any of the Freddy Fazbear's. I think it's its own, like, since we already know it's Sister Location, we know it started off somewhere. I think it was a direct recreation or attempt to recreate or rebrand that service, right? Emily's daughter died. Emily dies. I can't remember where in the theory she dies, right? We know she dies to baby, right? We know that the mimic was already, like, dangerous. We already know that at some point, I think they tried to kill it, because if you've noticed, the mimic, before any of this all started, was already psychotic, right? Which means, since, I think MatPat's on the right track saying that the mimic is a mimic of William Afton, right? I think at some point, the mimic or something happened between then and now where animatronics were killing people, right? I don't know why they started killing kids. In all depictions of William, he's a fucking psychopath. So what I think is something happened. We already know that he was an abusive father, right? Something happened and he just snapped. He killed a kid, right? He tried to get rid of it by putting it in... Oh shit, someone might crash. Alright. We're good, chat, we're good. I can go around it though. Anyway, I think that because of this revelation, right? We know that the mimic was, I think there's not a soul inside the mimic, but because he's mimicking William Afton, I think that William Afton didn't kill some of these kids, but the mimic did, right? And we know that souls put into metal causes them to become an animatronic, right? Yo, what's up, Parker? Sorry, what's going on? Hey, McCart. What's up, everybody? Welcome. You need therapy because you like plane crashes? I don't know about that, Bonnie. Yo, Parker, why are you deleting everybody? Stop. Parker. All right, Parker. I'm gonna take your mod away. Parker, I will take your mod away if you don't quit. I do remember you, Ghost Sniper. Welcome back. But yeah, what do y'all think about my theory about So here's the thing: people don't just randomly kill, right? So we have to find out what the first incident was that caused him to kill, because because everybody says, oh, it's Chica, right? Chica wasn't made until after Fredbear's Family Diner. We already know something happened beforehand. We know something happened with the daughter, but the daughter happened at, the daughter was got by Springtrap or whatever. We saw that the Springtrap had killed a little girl at some point, dressing up as a golden rabbit, which we already know happened at Fredbear's Family Diner. But we also know that another child had died at some point. We know, I think Henry's daughter, right? Emily? Is it... Emily's the daughter, right? Emily, the girl that got by baby, right? We know that happened at some point. I don't remember... So we know those probably happened around the same time, right? My thing is like, what if it was a give and take? What if the girl that turned into Chica was a family member of the opposite side, right? what if Emily, right, was the purple guy's daughter, because there's an empty room, right? So if Emily is the purple guy's daughter, she died to his experiment, he wanted to get back, and so he killed Chica's daughter. Well, he not Chica's daughter, he killed Henry's daughter, right? As like a give and take, because he's jealous that he still has a daughter, right? Henry doesn't know this. Henry doesn't know that William killed his daughter. I don't know. I'm probably talking out of my ass here. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. I know. There's, counting Foxy's toes. That probably we all probably didn't happen. Who the hell? Welcome. Well, he didn't kill him. He got him with the bite. The bite never killed him. Because they were talking about how the frontal lobe. It's interesting how the frontal lobe, doesn't immediately kill people. And we know that at 4, he was experimenting, because we already know that he took one of the kids, which is probably Michael, or its sister location are within the same timeline, or at least they happened at the same time, right? There was something going on there, because the FNAF 4 location is underground, which explains why the layout was so goddamn weird, right? We weren't allowed to see anything else, right? We couldn't exit his room, right? And it's a sister location. It's underground. It would explain why nobody else came to get him. The mini games are from Fredbear's Family Diner, from a perspective of a different person. Michael was the one being tortured, and the crying child, yes, he was the one getting, like, I think instead of it being the crying child who was being tortured, because why would somebody torture their own kid if he's trying to put them back together, right? So what if So Brooks, do you like hot chips? Because I like them. What? Alright, Parker. You're done for. You're done for, Parker. Parker. Stop. What's up, KFC? We got the Colonel in here. Yeah, Parker, you're done for. You're done for. I'm removing your mod. Damn. Yeah, I'm removing your mod, Parker. I'm removing your mod. You're so lazy. That's crazy. How am I lazy? I'm going to work, bro. Yo, what's up, Black Cats? Sorry I can't, look at all your stuff. Where's Parker's stuff at? Parker! Where am I going? Toxicity, we are going to, work. We're gonna go in... Toxic said, alright, give me the mod, bro. Can I be mod? If you guys come to Moderator Mondays. I'm gonna put... Yep. Okay, so I would probably do a more cohesive Five Nights at Freddy's theory, in an actual video where I can, write it all out. But I think that we have the timelines a little skewed, right? I think that there are a bunch of things that happen that we haven't seen yet, because a bunch of stuff was supposed to tie up loose ends, right? We're supposed to know what's in the box. We never understand what's in the box, because yes, Matt Pat made a theory about the box, but we don't know if that's correct or not, since none of the theories have been confirmed. I mean, his theory has been somewhat confirmed, right? But Scott said that there was a lot of stuff that he didn't, that also isn't right. So Matt Pat's initial theory about a couple of games was correct. But now that it's so convoluted, I think I'm gonna have to put my first theory in. Parker, nope, you had the chance to not stop. You had the chance to stop earlier. So no more moderator. You're done for. Do you want to order our new Whopper? Hell yeah, I want one. I want one. KFC, give me one. It's Sneeko? That's crazy. I am not Sneeko, asshat. Oi. What's up, my guy? How you doing? You! Let's do this. I ain't come with you. What happened? What happened to who? To what? What happened to Bonnie? Okay, so we already know that, like, the context between and Insecurity breach, we already pretty much know what happened. Monty Gator was like a replacement for him, or was a side character like Foxy was. But then at some point, Monty Gator went off and just straight up killed him, and then Monty Gator took over his spot. I think after that he was turned into that mimic at the end of the game. I think he was turned into the Springtrap mimic, because we know that that's like a. I don't know if we know that that's took his parts and they turned him into it, because if you notice, all of the Springtrap parts for the mimic are stuff that you can find within the Pizzaplex. And the Springtrap suit was not there initially. And it's not like the one we saw in the sixth game, right? The Pizzeria Simulator. Pizzeria Simulator had a completely different, like, animatronic. It was missing an entire arm that this dude had, right? So we know that that's the mimic, which means the mimic probably, like, just spray painted it, or it got really old and the paint started to wear off and it started looking more like a golden brown, like every other animatronic looks like when it starts to get old. That's probably just mold and stuff like on it. Or one of the characters was spray painting it and making the mimic better. Because if you notice, the mimic is like all fucked up. And if he's taking parts from new creatures, right, and putting them together, because we know that the animatronics can do that because the Blob exists, and the Blob is just Molten Freddy, who is just combined with all the other stuff from Pizzaplex, because now they built on top of the fucking Pizzaplex for some reason. My thing is how did everything get underground? Because if the entire Pizzaplex was underground, then how do we know, like, we already know that there was a building. So, unless the labyrinth was underground, I don't think any of that was, I think the entire game of Five Nights at Freddy's 6 Pizzeria Simulator was underground, and whenever they, like, you can't move an entire building underground. How many times have you seen an entire building just be underground now? Going from, like, a normal-ass building to being underground. How many times do you see that? It's not realistic. So at some point... Well, was dead, but William Afton bring him back to life with the robots as a young son, meaning crying child, because I think the crying child is William Afton's younger son. Yeah, the crying child is... That's we already know that. We already know that. I'm late? I'm late to what? McDonald's is not better than KFC? Alright, good. I don't believe that either. Better than KFC in my opinion. No. I think Whataburger is, but that's Whataburger because it's here in Texas and I fucking love Whataburger. I tend to say Waterburger, but that's because, I'm Texan, and that's how everybody in Texas usually says it, is they just say, okay, we got two ways of saying it. We got Whataburger, or Waterburger, if you're from the deep south, like I am. So if you're from the deep south, everyone says Waterburger, right? I said that for like a million years. Now I say Whataburger, even though I know it's, now I say Whataburger, because that's what the name is, but I like to say Waterburger. One, because it's fun and a lot easier to say than Whataburger. Caden, I'm sorry, but I stopped. I'm glad you guys know how to spell my name off rip. You know, that I was surprised that you had to spell my name when I first said. You are wrong, sir. You're just wrong. I used to work at a McDonald's. Fuck that. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What's up, Call of Duty Warzone? I'm back for the last time, but no change my profile. Alright, no problem. But yeah, no, I think what happened was there was an initial incident. So I think there was an incident before anything else happened that caused him to go off and murder people, right? So either there was a malfunction initially, like, okay, he was psychotic, and I think the mimic killed him. I think the mimic was the original murderer initially, just off rip, right? Because we already know William was already a psychotic piece of shit before he started killing kids, right? Because he had the idea to do it, he like planned it out, then he got away with it, right? And it's happened on more than one occasion, right? So we already know he's a psychopathic murderer, and every single book has shown him to be a, like, MIT level psychopathic murderer, right? So we know that he was already psychotic. But what if he was psychotic, right? The mimic, after they built it, because they were going to build the mimic to be, like, their second hand, Henry, knowing this man is psychotic, right, probably put something in place to keep him at bay by making something that mimics him, right? Because he was an animatronic, right? So Henry was the head of it, like the head of the company. William, I guess, was at some point a night guard, right, for their entire company. I mean, they worked together building stuff, but I think William got the shit out of the stick, and so they made the mimic to be like a happy, fun thing, right? That killed its initial victim because it's, you know, operating off of William. William built the mimic mimics him, right, to then go out and do stuff. But because he's psychotic, it kills kid, right? Or it kills one of his family members, which I think was probably the incident. They tried to stop it, right? They found out about it. They tried to stop the animatronic, and then they burned the place down to try and you know, stop the creature, right? Nobody found out about the kid, and I feel like there's an initial kid that we don't know about, because obviously there had to be a starting point, and all of our starting points are all real weird. They all, because like initially what we thought was like, oh, the crying child was his kid, he got bit, he wanted revenge, he killed off the 4 kids that put him in there, except for Michael, right? That was what we came to the consensus of for a while, right? So my thing is like, that makes sense. We all thought that made sense. But then there was a prequel to all that, being FNAF 2, right? Because apparently FNAF 2 was, like, we already know Fredbear Family Diner, and at some point a kid died at Fredbear's Family Diner, which means that couldn't have been the initial incident, because now we know that at some point William Afton killed a kid beforehand, making everything a lot more convoluted and a lot harder to see what the initial murder was, right? So I think the mimic killed a family member of William's, because we never see the wife. What if it was the wife, right? They burned it down to the ground. It was an accident that happened with the mimic. The sister location was the revamp of it. They were trying to re-put everything together, take back their image. Also, thank you for the likes, everybody. I really appreciate that. They tried to take back, they tried to rebrand themselves, because they made like the rebrand for people who still liked it, but they wanted to get rid of the mimic as their like leading person, right? The mimic still alive, because we know fire does not fucking work at all in this show, like in this game, in the series, in this, I don't know why they keep using fire, but every time they use fire, it doesn't fucking work. Literally, the first time they used it, the fucking, the circus show, the second time they used it, the time they burnt down again trying to kill William, They burnt him to the ground again, and yet he still lived. It doesn't fucking work, guys. Fire does not work against animatronics. Because literally all of the FNAF 6 characters all lived. And then they merged together, creating... Who is he? Molten fucking Freddy, also known as the Blob. Guys, I can't make this shit up. Stop using fire. It doesn't work. It didn't work the first time. It didn't work the second time. Damn, it didn't even fucking work the third time, okay? I don't know why you guys thought it worked, right? You guys don't know about the Mimic, right? Obviously, they didn't know about the Mimic. So they initially thought that's probably what would kill them. But then, a literal person inside of a suit did not die. Not once, but twice, he survived the fire. Potentially even a third time if he survived the FNAF 6 fire, right? Which I believe he probably survived because he's like, I always come back. Well, obviously not if you just fucking destroy the animatronics, right? If you break them into little pieces, they're gone. Because that's what happened with Freddy Fazbear and all of them. Whenever he broke the pieces, they all left. He combined them, they made an agony creature, their soul no longer exists. Their soul is not in that fucking body anymore. Because now, with, like, there's only like one soul in there, right? There's only one soul now, or a couple of souls that are left in the Blob. We notice that because certain eyes are glowing and certain eyes are not, which means we know which people are in the Blob now, right? And they all hate William Afton, so when they saw the Mimic wearing the suit that William always fucking wears, they all realized, oh, that's him, even though it's the Mimic, so they don't know, right? Whoever's corpse is in there, I don't know, even though we know it's the Mimic. Whose corpse is that? Maybe it's William's. Maybe it stole William's corpse, put on a new suit, and then tried to walk around as William. Maybe. I don't know. That'd be really weird, though. It's not the first time it's happened, though, so I can't say anything. So, we know at some point, we know that there's another guy dead. We know someone is dead there. It's probably William. I think it's probably William now that I'm thinking about it. He probably stole the corpse to try and be Will, but because he's mimicking everything, now he has to mimic a dead guy, right? A guy who's now clinically just dead. That was probably the only time that William died, but now he's fucking alive again. He's not alive, but the Mimic is now walking in his fucking skin suit. Chat. Also, thank you for the likes. How am I supposed to get more than you? What do you mean? Bro, do you remember me? I do remember you, Demetrius. Welcome back. I think Crying Child didn't kill. I think there was another kid that the robots with the Crying Child. Well, obviously the Crying Child is dead. He died after he had gotten bit, right? So we know that he got bit and they tried to put him back together. So he lived after he got initially bit because his dad wants to put him back together. So he lived. He lived through the pain, right? He lived. Then, right, he went to the doctor, and because he was a close family member, they tried to put him back together. I think the brother got PTSD from seeing his own brother. So Michael Afton got PTSD from seeing his own brother in the hospital, and now because he has the trauma of the animatronics, he's scared of the animatronics. His dad put him down into the FNAF 4 location, which is underground, and the sister location, the monitor room. He scares him with the fake FNAF 4 animatronics, which are just endoskeletons with that little chip that makes them look weird, right? I have pants. Anyway, he put him down there. He's getting PTSD. That's why he sees that's why he sees certain things in the hospital that, like, as images of, oh no, my dresser turned into this, right? Because now he's scared. His mind is trying to calm him down, but he can't, because all he can see It's the animatronics. The animatronics that killed his brother, causing him to see certain things that aren't real, right? Including medical equipment, right? The crying child didn't kill anyone. The crying child didn't kill anyone. The crying child died at some point. Welcome back. That one girl that really wants a PPP hoodie. What? I don't know what a PPP hoodie is. But anyway. The crying child, yada yada yada. The crying child eventually dies. And gets stuffed into a suit. Because now William knows if he stuffs his kid into a suit, he'll still live on. The crying child just wants to fucking die at this point. Because he's got his head chopped off. His own brother did it to him. And now his dad is a fucking serial murderer. Right? How's the food? The food's pretty good. Yeah, sure, I don't care. Yeah, he did save children. The crying child